Marcus Hansen, cyclor on the Emirates Team New Zealand AC75 today. Barcelona delivered another day, flat water and 14-15 knots of breeze. What were the goals when you guys left the dock this morning?
Yeah, another glamour day in Barcelona. We've had really good breeze here. So we're just out with the big boat and ticking off things on the system and making changes and getting out there, and as you can see, going around marks. It's all good practice.
Now the boat was out without you this morning. They squeezed in a tow testing session early 9 o'clock off the dock. What was that all about?
Yeah, they did have an early start. Luckily the cyclists missed out on that one, so we got to sleep in a bit.
Any idea what that was all about? What were they looking for?
Oh no, I'm not sure. They're testing the foils or something like that, I think.
We thought you had maybe an early stop today. Was there maybe an issue with the boat? We just set up some marks and you'd done a couple of starts and then it was sails down.
Yeah, just a few issues with the mainsail. Oh, yeah.
Nothing that you can give us any detail on?
No, well, obviously we had to tow in a bit slower today. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when you're in your cyclor mode, what is it you're looking at? What goals do you set yourself for the day, and how do you monitor those when you're out there? What are you looking at?
Yeah, well, it's great practice for us. We've got the big boat, so we just make the most of learning how best to cycle as a group on the boat.
Cycling as a group, but the four of you are in. It's not like being in a peloton, is it? You're kind of stuck in position. How much communication do you have between the four of you?
No, we don't have a lot of communication. But yeah, no, it's just cycling on the boat's quite different to grinding, and we're just making the most of the opportunity while we've got the big boat to learn how to best maximise it.
Understood. Now you come from a performance sailing background. How much does that help you in this cyclor role?
That's quite a different role now. More in like the systems and learning more about hydraulics, and just trying to learn and use that to help us with cycling on the boat as a group.
Very complex boats these. There's a lot going on that we don't see on the boat. How involved in that kind of outside the cyclor role do you get?
My other role is sailing the AC40. I'm quite invested in that and learning and progressing in my AC40 trimming role. That's my other role.
That's a nice combination of roles, the cyclor and the trimmer. It kind of fits both of your categories.
Yeah, it's great. I've always been into that physical activity and obviously sailing and competitive sailing, so it's great.
Streamer on board Alinghi Red Bull Racing. Can you talk about your position on board and what has been your learning curve since you started sailing with the 75?
My position on board is part of the driving group as a trimmer, and obviously our learning curve is pretty steep. But we're making quite a lot of progress, especially in the windy days like we had today. I think we had a pretty good day today.
As you said, you had a productive 4-hour session on the water, around 75 nautical miles, plenty of maneuvers and 2 different jigs. Can you take us through the day on the water?
Yeah, it was a really productive day. For us, it's important to do a lot of maneuvers and with different jeep configuration as well. And it was a perfect day for that. With the increasing breeze, we had some lighter maneuvers, windier with good bailways and roundup, and I think making progress.
Your maneuvers today were really good. Are you trying different flight modes or different angles?
Yeah, obviously we're trying everything we can to nail the maneuvers and making sure they look good as they were today, and also they are good in performance-wise. Obviously we're trying every day different style.
Nice. And how do you find the difference between the 40 and the 75? Can you take all the techniques learned on the 40 and apply on the 75, or the difference is too big?
Definitely, it's another world. I mean, the first thing is the flight control. It's much easier on the 40 because it's all automated. But it's the same kind of boat, so obviously we're trying to match a few of the learnings that we have, but it's definitely another world sitting on the 75, so not a beast.
And as a trimmer, how confident do you feel trimming on waters of Barcelona with the very different conditions?
I think it's feel pretty good. As I said, the learning curve was very steep when we got here, and we had all sort of different conditions. And which is good because nobody knows what we're going to get next year.
Terry Hutchinson, skipper and president of sailing operations on New York Yacht Club American Magic, challenger of the 37th America's Cup and winners of the past event in Villanova. Terry, could you please make a very short diagnostic of where is the team standing at the moment?
Where are we standing at the moment? Well, we're standing at MB92 here in Barcelona, Spain. Where are we standing? We've had a good day out on the water. We're in the second week of October, so we're on a year out on the cusp of the start of America's Cup 37, and so I think like all the teams, we're sitting here evaluating the wind and the weather and the waves and learning a lot based on the historical averages of meteorological information that we all have.
So during the last 2 weeks, the focus has been on the two-boat testing program, and with a lot of focus specifically on the foils, on the flaps, on the arms, and last week a little bit more on the sails. Are you happy with the progress so far of the team in terms of development and testing?
Yeah, I mean, I think everything that we're learning, I can probably look back and being self-critical, I can think of areas that we could be doing a lot better. And at the same time, I can see areas that the team's improving every single day operationally and on the water. And so in a performance world, what we learn through the foils, what we learn through the setup of the sails, the true challenges that you have is you're scaling that all up to AC 75. And so you get a little bit of science, you get a lot of sailor feel out of that development. And so I think as a team, it's nice to continually having the operation under that sailing pressure, to have the boat out on the water, especially this time of the year, knowing that we're 12 months out from the start of the America's Cup.